அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். திஸ் இஸ் நற்பவி டைம்ஸ் இனிய தமிழ் கிளாஸஸ். நற்பவி நேரம் இனிய தமிழ் வகுப்பிற்கு உங்கள் அனைவரையும் அன்புடன் வரவேற்கின்றேன். Did you notice something here in my forehead? Yeah, I have Pottu in my forehead. This little dot in here is called Pottu. This is a modern version single usage sticky thingy. This is what I'm using right now. Tiny dots, black dots. And this is my mom. She prefers bigger dots. The original version of this Pottu is called Kunguma Pottu. And this is it. Is a red color powder. Nowadays, Kungumam is available in various colors. This is another shade, orange shade. And we store this Kungumam powder in these tiny little cases. Cute, isn't it? The commercially available Kungumam are chemically produced mostly, but the authentic Kungumam is homemade based on the things which we have in home. These are the main ingredients: turmeric powder and lime, or turmeric powder and potash alum. Potash alum and lime are the major essential thing we have in home. So when we mix turmeric powder with lime, or when we mix turmeric powder with potash alum, we get red color Kungumam. Turmeric is basically yellow. Let us put on our science helmet. Curcumin is the yellow pigment found in turmeric. Consider an acid-base reaction and curcumin as an indicator. Curcumin, when added to paste, changes color, but when added with acid, no color change will be observed. Here goes the reaction. Curcumin of turmeric reacts with calcium oxide of lime, liberating calcium hydroxide, making the solution more basic. This hydroxylation process turns the color from yellow, bright yellow, to a red shade. And this is how we apply Kungumam. Pinch a little bit of powder from the case using your thumb and your ring finger. Pinch a little bit. You take in hand, rub like this. When we are applying for ourselves, we apply using the ring finger like this between our brows. And when we apply for some other person, we apply using the thumb like this. We apply like this using the thumb. So now I have a lot in my face. Let me clear this and come back. By applying Kungumam between your brows, I got something on my nose. And this happens when there is excess of powder in your forehead. And this is how I usually dust them off. Like, put your hands like this and then close your eyes and just blow. So the excess powder will dust off. Back to the point. Okay, by applying Kungumam between brow areas, that is the third eye point, actually increases our energy levels, and this is the reason why I use this finger, because the pressure from this finger is the exact pressure required for the stimulation of third eye, or this point, third eye point. Stimulating this pressure point in a daily basis develops our power of intuition and activation of pineal gland. This is why exactly everyone devoid of gender bias are advised and encouraged to apply Kungumam between the brows. This pressure point is for everyone, but for women we have one more special area, that is the hairline. Applying Kungumam in our hairline is actually a symbol of marriage. Married women applying Kungumam in the hairline is a lovable way of expressing the desire for the partner's longevity. The pressure point at the hairline relieves from stress and helps them in being highly responsible after marriage. Also, this pressure point increases sex drive in married women. This may be the main reason why widows in ancient times are prohibited from Kungumam, since premarital sex and sexual practices of widows is a strict no-no. Okay, let us start with our classes today. We will be seeing 11 letters as usual, 2 vowels, 3 consonants and 6 combined letters. Today's vowel sounds O. So the 2 O's are O, O. This is how we write and this is how it sounds. O, O. I don't think we have 2 different O's in English. For long noted O, I can give an example, but not for short noted O. Let the long noted O be, let the short noted O be just O, while the long noted O sounds like O as in OH, oh my god, or OMG. That is how the long noted O sounds. So this is how we write O. We write like this. Do you remember the phone figure in which we wrote for long noted A sound from previous classes? The phone figurine is actually vertical, but here we write horizontal phone figurine, that too incomplete horizontal phone figurine. And then we need to add 2 more English letters like a C and a J. A C and a J. So this is how we write O without taking our hand. O. For long noted O, we write this O again. O. But when we add a spiral in here, this sounds O. So without spiral, that is O, and with a spiral, O, O, O. Let me clear this and we shall move on to our consonants. Today we have 3 consonants, and these 3 consonants are nasal consonants. That is, the sound comes from our nose and not from our throat. So we have 3 consonants: NJ sound, NG sound, NJ sound, and N sounded. So NG sounds, there is not much difference. We have, as if in English, we have ing, ing, as in king or speaking, writing, the suffix ing, the same thing, ing. For NJ sound, it is inch, inch. But when this inch comes in combined letters, the J sound actually sounds Y. That is like nya, 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 nya sound, NY sound, as in Angelina Jolie. You actually write J, but it sounds Y. Similarly, we have inch, and then the third one is in. Actually, we have 3 N sounded letters in Tamil. So let me denote this in as N1. The other N's we shall see in our next classes. So coming to the script, this is how we write ing. You write the supporting letter, an incomplete supporting letter, and finish it like this. Here you can tell as if you are writing 2 letters, a supporting letter and va from our previous class, but you just join these 2 without the spiral. So supporting letter and a va, incomplete supporting letter and a va, and consonants, the dot for consonants, ing. For inch, you write A from our previous class. Do you remember this? A, and add 1 more arc like this. This is inch, without taking hand, inch. For in, I like this in because it has 3 bubble-like structure and a line. Bubble, 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 and a line. In. Okay. Let me clear this. So here comes our combined letters, starting from O, O, and ing, ing, inch, ing, and in. Okay, so ing plus o gives go, go, not go but go, ngo, go, ngo, 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 and inch plus o gives nyo, not please listen carefully, it is not J sound but it is Y sound, nyo, nyo, nyo. And for in, no, 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 no. Okay, so this is how we write ngo. You write this without the dot, and here you need to add 2 letters before and after the consonant without the dot. This blunted A before the letter and an additional supporting letter after the letter. So these 3 letters gives us the sound ngo, gives us a single sound ngo. So whatever be the consonant, you just want to add a blunted A before and a supporting letter after for short noted O sound. So for nyo, this blunted A, inch, nya, and supporting letter. So this is nyo. For no, blunted A and the in without dot and supporting letter. This is no, ngo, ngo, nyo, no. And for ngo, you must have guessed it by now. We need to add the phone figure in. Same thing we added when we use this blunted A and phone figure in A sounds, but here along with the letters we need to add a supporting letter. So phone figure in, the consonants, dot dot dot, and the supporting letter. Use ngo, and phone figure in, nya, and supporting letter. Use nyo, nyo, and again this phone figure in without dot and the supporting letter. Use no. You can also remember in another way, if there is no supporting letter, this is nye. If there is a supporting letter, this is nyo, nyo, nyo. Like A sound and O sound, there is only a minor difference, the presence or absence of the supporting letter. If there is the supporting letter, then the 3 letters combinedly gives O sounds, either O or O. Without the supporting letter, we will have only 2 letters, and that sounds A. So let me read this one more time. O, o, ngo, ngo, nyo, nyo, no, no. And the consonants ing, inch, and in. That's it for today's class. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe for more videos from Narpavi Times. Until then, bye from Narpavi. Nandri, meendum sandipom.